The room fell silent the moment Rihanna spoke. No music, no cameras flashing, no entourage whispering in the background. Just truth. For months, no years, fans had speculated, debated, argued online about what was really going on behind the scenes of one of the most powerful love stories in modern pop culture. Smiles on red carpets, playful glances at events, carefully chosen words in interviews. Everything looked perfect, almost too perfect. And then Riri finally said the words that changed everything. "I've been holding this in for a long time." Her voice trembled, not the way someone trembles for drama, but the way someone trembles when they've carried something heavy for too long. She didn't look at the cameras. She didn't look at the interviewer. She looked at Rocky. That's when people noticed his face change. At first, he smiled, the familiar, protective, supportive smile fans had grown used to. But as Rihanna kept talking, that smile slowly faded. His jaw tightened. His eyes glossed over. His hands, resting calmly on his knees just seconds earlier, began to shake. This wasn't scripted. This wasn't PR. This was real. The truth Riri had been carrying alone. Rihanna spoke about fear, not fame, not criticism, but the fear of losing herself. She admitted that after motherhood, after building empires, after giving so much of herself to the world, she struggled quietly with the pressure to always be strong, always flawless, always Rihanna. "People think strength means you don't break," she said softly, "but strength is breaking and still choosing love." She confessed that there were nights she cried silently so Rocky and even the world wouldn't worry. Moments when she questioned whether she deserved peace after years of chaos. Times she felt guilty for leaning on him, afraid it would become too much. That's when ASAP Rocky broke. ASAP Rocky couldn't hold it in anymore. He turned his head away trying to compose himself. He failed. One tear slipped, then another, then he covered his face completely. This was the same man known for confidence, swagger, fearlessness on stage. And yet here he was completely undone by the woman he loves telling the truth she had hidden to protect him. "I thought I was protecting you," Rihanna said, "but I was really just hurting myself." Rocky shook his head, voice cracking as he finally spoke. "I wish you had let me carry it with you." That single sentence hit harder than any song lyric ever could. A love that isn't about perfection. He admitted that the hardest part for him wasn't the struggles, it was not knowing. He talked about how he'd sense a distance at times, how he blamed himself, wondering if he wasn't doing enough, being enough. How seeing her finally speak her truth made everything click. "I don't need you to be strong all the time," he said through tears. "I just need you to be honest with me." Fans watching could feel it. This wasn't celebrity romance. This was two human beings choosing vulnerability over pride. Why this moment changed everything. Riri's truth wasn't scandalous. It wasn't explosive. It was raw, and that's why it shook the internet, because for once a power couple didn't sell a fantasy. They showed the cost of love, the weight of silence, and the beauty of choosing each other even when things are heavy. Rocky pulled her close, forehead against hers, whispering words the microphones didn't catch. But the emotion said enough. This wasn't about headlines. This was about healing. Fans react. This is real love. Social media erupted, not with gossip, but with respect. ASAP. Rocky crying is all the proof I need. Rihanna trusting him with her truth is everything. This is what partnership actually looks like. People weren't watching celebrities anymore. They were watching a mirror of real relationships. The unspoken fears, the quiet pain, the relief of finally being seen. The aftermath stronger than ever. By the end, Rocky wiped his tears, took a deep breath, and smiled. Not the performative kind, but the kind that comes after release. "We got this," he said firmly together. And in that moment, it was clear. This wasn't a breakdown. This was a breakthrough. Riri didn't just drop the truth. She set both of them free. The room felt unnaturally quiet when Rihanna finally decided she couldn't hold it in anymore. No cameras, no entourage, no flashing lights, just her and the man who had been her rock through storms the world never fully understood. ASAP Rocky. For weeks, tension had lingered between them like a heavy fog. Fans sensed it. The internet speculated wildly. Every appearance, every lyric, every subtle body language analysis was dissected frame by frame. But none of them knew the truth. None of them knew how much Riri had been carrying alone. That night, she stood near the window, city lights reflecting in her eyes, hands clasped together as if bracing herself for impact. Rocky watched her carefully. He had learned her silences, the difference between a peaceful pause and the kind that meant something was breaking inside her. "Babe," he said softly, barely louder than a whisper. "Talk to me." She turned slowly. Her eyes were already glassy. "I can't keep pretending anymore," she said. Her voice trembled, not from weakness, but from the weight of everything she was about to release. "I've been protecting everyone else and forgetting myself." Rocky felt his chest tighten. She took a deep breath. "The truth is, I've been scared, not of you, not of us, but of how much this actually means to me." That's when it hit him. She wasn't pulling away because she didn't care. She was pulling away because she cared too much. Tears slipped down her cheeks as she continued, words spilling faster now, like a dam finally breaking. "I've lost so much in my life. I've been strong for so long. The world thinks I'm fearless, but the truth is loving you this deeply terrifies me." Rocky's eyes instantly filled. He dropped his head, hands gripping his knees as emotion crashed into him all at once. This wasn't gossip. This wasn't drama. This was raw, real, sacred. "I didn't want to tell you," she admitted, "because I didn't want you to think I was doubting us. I was just afraid of losing the one thing that finally feels like home." That was it. Rocky broke down. Not a quiet tear, not a composed sniff, a full uncontrollable release. His shoulders shook as he stood and pulled her into his arms, holding her like he was afraid she might disappear if he let go. "You don't know what that does to me," he said through sobs. "Hearing you say that. You think you're alone in that fear. I feel it, too, every damn day." He pulled back just enough to look at her, hands cradling her face. "But I'd rather be scared with you than safe without you." Riri cried harder then, not from fear anymore, but from relief. For the first time in weeks, months, maybe even years, she didn't feel like she had to be strong. Rocky pressed his forehead against hers. "The truth you dropped tonight, it didn't push me away. It pulled me closer." Outside, the world kept spinning. Fans kept guessing. Headlines would continue to twist narratives they didn't understand. But inside that room, none of it mattered because the truth wasn't breaking them. It was binding them together, stronger, deeper, and more unbreakable than ever before. Music, make it all why. Music, 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 for, foreign, foreign, for, foreign, foreign, music, it all, my man. Music, music, behind, music, it all. Why you pray? Music, 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 for, foreign, foreign, for, foreign, foreign, for, music, Spider-Man, music.